Welcome to the final section, which will be auto annotations. Now, this is if you've already trained a very small model. Let's say you've only annotated about 150 images and you've passed that through the thing and you've trained it, then you can start using auto annotation to fill out the rest of the 1,000 or so images to make your model more accurate. And you have to go and look through over these annotations, but that's fine because this will speed up the process much faster. So I'm going to start off by making a new folder. I'm going to name it auto anno. Okay, in this folder, you will need to make a new folder, name it your data set. It's going to be the same structure as the other data sets. We're going to have two new things. We're going to have labels and images. Now in these two folders, put train and val. Copy this, paste that here, and I'm just going to drag these two in images. Okay, with that done, download the Python scripts I have below, and I will show you how to use them. Okay, to begin the auto annotating, you must have already gone through the PyTorch installation, and you must have ran your first detections already. So to begin with this, so this will be what the file name is under. So I could name this icebox for a specific map, icebox, and then underscore. And then basically what this would do is each time it iterates, it will add a new indexed icebox. So the first image it saves with the annotations, it'll save it into dataset images train. It'll save it into dataset images train, and it'll save it as icebox 1 and then icebox 2, and then each time it detects an actual enemy, it'll save it into here. So since your model is only trained with very few images, you might want to increase this accuracy, but you can play around with it and see the annotation results to see how well your model does. So put your image output path here. I'm going to copy this path, paste it here, and I'm going to put my, oh, I never actually copied these yet. Let me copy, paste them here, and put your label output here. Copy path, and paste it here. So it's going to start at image number 1. Your resolution goes here. And this is the monitor scale you want to train with. So I usually recommend around 4 and 5, like same thing when you in the earlier videos. This is model confidence. You can play around with this. You don't have to worry about the speed of this actually. So I'm just loading the model in here. We're only using MSS because we don't have to do anything advanced. Here's where it saves it. So it saves the annotations into a TXT file, like all yellow annotations, and it takes your resolution. So yellow annotations are done a bit differently from other annotations, but it does in absolute percentage. So it's always going to be, the annotation number is always going to be between 0 and 1, and 0 would be the most left side of the image and 1 would be the most right side of the image. So this is save cooldown. So this is how often it can save a image screenshot. I recommend putting this number between either 1 second or 0.5 seconds. If you do end up with too much images, you can use the other script that you have downloaded, which is delete random. So you paste the folder path here, so the train folder path, and it's going to enumerate through all the files there, and it'll delete a random it'll delete about 1/3 of all total images there. And then you can repeat the same, well, you don't actually repeat the same process, but since you've deleted the images but not the annotations, you can open the online annotating tool, drag and drop all the annotations, export them, delete all your current annotations, and then drag and drop those ones. And that'll filter out all the annotations without a correlating image. If you want to split your images into the val folder, you can use this script right here. Place your train folder path here and your val folder path here, and this will put about 1/5 of the images in your train folder to your val folder. So I will demonstrate this to you in game. Okay, so here I am in the practice range to demonstrate. Ideally, you would do this in either a deathmatch or a spike rush, but once the thing begins running, which it should be now, I'm going to go over the enemy here. Just gonna hover around it for a bit, and that should be good. Now I'm going to stop the script itself, or well, actually I'm gonna drag the script over here, but now you can see my folder has been filled up with images of the bot. Oh, well, it's continued to make more annotations because it's scanning these images itself. And here are the annotations. So with this, you can generate a feedback loop, essentially, which is let's say you auto-annotate a couple 200 images, go over those annotations manually, just making sure that they are accurate and they're not detecting anything false. You can send that and retrain your model and continue annotating. So let's say you have a successful model and it's with over like 800 images. I still recommend you continue to do this because the YOLO V5 creators do recommend that you have over 1,500 different examples of a single class. So this means a lot of images and a lot of annotations. Anyways, that's basically it for the auto annotating.